just gonna come right out and say this. I am an introvert. Like a super duper introvert. Like, I haven't posted to my personal social media account since 2019, and every single time I posted before that, it created some sort of small panic inside of me that I was worried what other people were gonna think about my caption and my photos. I just didn't like sharing anything with other people on social media. And I also have a social battery that runs out after hanging out with people for a long period of time. But the reality of the world now is that everyone is so interconnected on social media, and when you want to become an author or promote things like your books, you really have to be on social media, especially if you're writing for young adults. So I created this Instagram account, and I created a YouTube channel, and I knew that TikTok was a really big platform. I knew that there were a lot of authors who were promoting books on there or sharing writing tips, and that they were getting a lot of engagement. But I was terrified of creating my own TikTok account. I love watching TikToks. I think it's fun. I think it's hilarious. I watch a ton of dog and horse TikToks and also a lot of other writing related TikToks. I think they're really funny, and I really enjoy watching other people make them. But as soon as I had to actually confront the possibility of sitting down and trying to make them myself, I just absolutely got clammy skin and just was absolutely terrified of the concept. But I went to a conference a couple of weeks ago, and it was a conference for young adult authors and children's book authors, and the platform that everybody was talking the most about at that conference was TikTok. If a book goes viral on TikTok, it affects that book's sales dramatically. And now publishers are looking for books that have the potential to go viral when they are looking for books to publish. So hearing that, I figured that I could not put off starting an AuthorTok account anymore, that I had to start learning this short form video creation and start getting comfortable behind the camera. So I started an AuthorTok account, and it was a journey. I actually kind of enjoy making the videos. I love making these YouTube videos because my process for making YouTube videos is that I can sit down and I can write a script and I can think about what I want to say in my YouTube videos. But when I write TikToks, I have to try to be funny, and at least I didn't believe that I had the sense of humor that would work on a platform like that. I still don't know if I do, but all I know is that I'm having fun doing it, and I think that that's really what counts at the end of the day. So in this video, I'm going to talk about not how to grow on TikTok, because my account is very small and I am not really growing on TikTok very much. I'm going to talk about how to get enough confidence to start a TikTok channel, or page, or platform, or I don't know what the word is, just a TikTok. By the end of this video, you are going to have heard more about my experience starting a TikTok account as an introvert, and I'm also going to give you my 9 tips and assurances for building the confidence needed to create TikToks and have fun while doing it if you want to do it. Part of the reason I think I was really nervous to create an AuthorTok account is that I took my marketing kind of seriously. I struggle a lot with perfectionism, so whenever I posted something on Instagram or on YouTube, I edited it and I thought about it and I got into the nitty-gritty details of everything I posted, and I just wanted it all to be perfect and look perfect. And I knew that TikTok was not a platform that I naturally felt comfortable, so I didn't have a lot of faith in my ability to make TikToks and come off as confident in them, which I would have to if I was trying to market on TikTok, or connect with people on TikTok, or talk about books on TikTok, just produce content that other people might want to see. So the first thing I worked on to get my confidence up is my ability to laugh at myself. Making TikToks requires you to have the ability to laugh at yourself, because these videos are pretty silly. Like, they're not really super serious videos. They are goofy, they're kind of weird, you're making jokes at your own expense. And especially at the beginning, I felt really awkward filming myself, trying to emulate these trends that I'd seen other people do. So I just laughed at myself. But as soon as I made the mental switch between being worried about my TikToks being perfect right at the beginning and just being able to laugh at how goofy I was and how silly they looked and how awkward I felt while making them, it made the whole process more enjoyable. Your first TikToks are probably not going to be your best TikToks. I'm still pretty early in the whole AuthorTok thing, and I haven't made that many TikToks, so I'm hoping that I'm still in the phase where my first TikToks are not going to be my best TikToks. But the TikToks that I'm making now are better than the ones that I made when I first started. And because I didn't take myself too seriously, If I created a video that was really cringy and weird and I posted it on TikTok and other people thought that it was cringy and weird, it isn't the end of the world because I didn't intend for it to be a super serious thing. So laughing at yourself definitely helps. 2, make TikToks that make you laugh. Every time you like a video on TikTok, ask yourself why you like it. Do you like videos that are funny? Do you like videos that are heartfelt? Do you like ones that have puns in them? What is your personal taste in these videos? Try to isolate why you like watching TikToks and how to recreate that in your own videos. Because making videos that you enjoy, that you would laugh at, is going to make it more fun for you to make them, because then you can rewatch them and then you can giggle at yourself and that you can actually have fun and believe in the content that you're creating. I started saving TikToks that I liked to my phone, and I would go through periodically and try to find the similarities between them, and a lot of them were creative takes on trends that I really liked, and then most other ones were dog and horse videos that I didn't necessarily create on my AuthorTok account. You want to narrow in on the joy and find what brings you the most amount of joy in watching this content, because that's probably what is going to give your audience the most amount of joy when watching your content. 3, start writing down ideas in your phone. Start taking the biggest trends that you see on TikTok and just brainstorming different little ideas or jokes or puns that you think of in a notes folder on your phone, or on your computer, or in a notebook, or some place where you can keep all the ideas together. For me, writing it down triggered this thing in my brain like I was brainstorming through a plot hole in my book. Because they were on paper, I stopped really thinking about them in the context of filming myself on TikTok, and more in the context of, oh, this is a funny joke, let me write it down. As I started doing this, I found that as I was watching more TikToks, I would just keep getting more ideas, and I'd go back and I'd write them all down in my notes folder. But what I did find is that because trends change so quickly on TikTok, you can write down these ideas in your notes folder, but you also have to use and post them before the trends kind of go out of style. So you can't delay filming forever, unfortunately. Although I do enjoy it now, so I guess not that unfortunately. 4, what I started doing is that I started creating small goals. I told myself I was going to post 1 TikTok a week. You hear a lot of people that say, oh, you can't make a splash on TikTok unless you post 1 video a day, or you need to be posting a reel every single day in order to grow your Instagram account. That amount of constant content production for me was too much at the beginning. I was too overwhelmed. I was too scared to even film 1 and put it out there. So thinking about 1 a day was too much. But 1 TikTok a week, I could handle that. I'd brainstormed a couple already. I had a little list going. I just had to make the time to film 1 every week, and that was manageable. That was okay. You can also do 1 every 2 weeks, 1 every month. I honestly don't know whether I stuck to this when I first started filming and posting. I think I might have gone in with the intention to do once a week, and then I ended up doing maybe 1 a month or 1 every 2 weeks. But now I'm a little bit more back on schedule with my once a week posting. 5, and this is more of an affirmation that I repeated to myself more than a tip, but I promise you don't look as awkward as you think you do. People watch a lot of TikTok videos, so much so that it doesn't feel as weird to them seeing you repeating a TikTok trend as it does to you watching yourself repeat a TikTok trend, because you know yourself as a person, you know yourself outside of TikTok, but a lot of people seeing you on their TikTok feeds don't know you outside of that video. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, it looks so weird, I look so weird, I look really uncomfortable, this is so unlike me. But the people on TikTok don't know what's like you or what's unlike you. And it's not weird for you to be repeating a trend if they're constantly watching people repeat trends. So even though it might feel uncomfortable to you, I promise it doesn't look as uncomfortable as you think it does. 6, and this is another affirmation that I repeated to myself a lot when I was first starting and also still repeat to myself, is that you don't have a lot of followers at the beginning, so you have some room to be uncomfortable. Like with any platform, it takes some time to get comfortable. Nobody just starts using a platform with thousands and thousands of followers. They start with 0 followers and they start building content and they get more comfortable creating content, and slowly that content becomes better because they know who their audience is and they've spent a lot more time practicing their delivery of that content, and slowly you can get some more followers who will see your content once it's a little bit better. I hate to break it to you, but not that many people are going to watch your content right at the beginning, unless you create this viral TikTok, but the chances of doing that are pretty low. So because not that many people are going to see it, you have some room to fail. There are not going to be that many people who will see your TikTok, let alone be jumping into the comment section saying how awkward you look in this TikTok. So even if your TikToks are awkward or stiff or uncomfortable, there aren't going to be that many people to see them, so not very many people are going to care. The seventh thing to keep in mind is that comfort creates confidence. This is probably my biggest tip for people who are nervous to create an AuthorTok or TikTok account in general. Once you are comfortable using a platform, you are going to get more confident using that platform. Of course it's scary right now. It's new. I was scared when I started my YouTube channel. It was brand new. I didn't know how to use anything. I didn't know how people were going to receive me. I didn't know how all of my equipment worked. I didn't know how to properly use my camera or edit videos together. But I've been doing this for over a year now, and I know how to make videos. I know how to post videos. I know the kind of content people tend to engage with. And so it doesn't make me as scared to get in front of the camera and talk to you all because I've been doing it a while. If you go back and watch my first YouTube video, I am way more stiff than I am right now. I am trying to recite things that I've memorized, my microphone wasn't working, the sound was really low, and now I'm just generally more comfortable because I've been practicing and putting in the time to learn how to do YouTube better. It's the same with Instagram, it's the same with TikTok. If you start creating TikToks and you become more comfortable, you are going to become more confident. But you're never going to reach the point where you're comfortable unless you start creating that content. So that brings me to my last tip and the last thing that I have to tell you, the eighth one, which is just close your eyes and hit publish. Once you've created a video, even if you think it's awkward, even if you don't really like it, you just need to close your eyes and hit publish. I've sat there being super awkward, thinking about what other people are gonna think, not wanting to publish my videos, putting it off, but it's not gonna reach anybody if you don't publish it, and if you don't publish it, then you are never gonna be motivated to create more videos. Why do you wanna create a TikTok account? Maybe it's because you want to connect with people. Maybe it's because you want to share your ideas with people. Or maybe it's because you love creating TikTok videos, but I feel like you wouldn't be here if that were the case, right at the beginning anyway. Remember that and close your eyes and hit publish. Honestly, I haven't been doing it very long, but I already enjoy it way more than I did when I first started. I think it's funny. I think some of the TikToks that I filmed today and I have in my drafts are kind of funny, but I mean, I don't know if other people are gonna think that they're funny. But at the end of the day, you know, these are also little pieces of content that I'm creating for myself, and if you don't have fun doing it, then what's the point of doing it? It can get really frustrating in this super digital age where everybody has to be extroverted and willing to get in front of the camera and talk about things that are interesting to them in order to connect with other people, because writing is a really introverted thing. It's really private. Everything lives in your own head. You don't really need to go out and talk to very many people when you're writing, but in order to promote that writing, now you do. I've heard it a lot on podcasts, the age of the author, living in a secluded cabin in the woods, never talking to anyone, and just publishing books every now and again, and those books becoming giant successes, is over. So you really have to get out there. So I hope this video gave you the confidence that you need to go at least think about starting a TikTok. I'm really glad I did. I think it's really fun. I'm starting to enjoy it more than I did when I first started it, and it's slowly becoming less scary to me. I don't have very many followers, so as I said before, this is not a how to grow your TikTok account, because still learning that myself. If you're interested in giving my TikTok a follow, I'm on TikTok at ClaireFrazeAuthor. My name on TikTok is just Write with Claire Phrase. I hope you have a good week, all of my lovely introverted friends, and as always, happy writing.